everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we'll be making a DIY command center using all items from Dollar Tree. So this is super inexpensive to recreate, and as usual, we're gonna start with everything that you need to make it. First up, I wanted something that's going to really designate the spot of where our command center is gonna go. So for that, I'm using this black foam board. You can get whatever color you would like, but I got black because a lot of the items that I'm hanging on top of it are white, so they're really going to pop off of the black background. So not only is this going to designate our spot for us, but also this is how we're gonna hang most of our items so that we don't have to put a lot of holes and damage our wall. I figured it would be easier to just hang them up on this foam board. So we have two options on calendars. I have this giant sized one, which this one's for 2020, so I won't be able to use this one just yet, but I like how large it is and that you can write little notes on the side as well. And then I also have this calendar. Starts in August of 2019 and it goes through July of 2020. I was super excited to find that they still had some 2019 calendars, so I picked that up, and I like that it came in this little case here because I figured you can take it out and hang it up on your wall just like this, or you can keep it in the case. You can hang it up from the holes that are in the case, and you can also write on this with a dry erase marker, which is probably what I'm gonna do because I like to be able to erase things if things do get moved around. So I like to be able to go back in and make changes if I need to. Usually I'll just write in pencil so that I can erase it, but with a dry erase marker it's gonna be a lot darker than a pencil would be. Next up, I have a dry erase board, which does come with the marker and the eraser on the end. I wanted some different options as far as making lists because I am huge at making lists. It's one of my favorite things to do. So the dry erase board I want to use more for goals and errands that I would like to get done for the week. Then the calendar I can use for things that I have scheduled. And then the third thing is a notepad. I like to physically write down certain lists, like grocery lists or things where I'm leaving the house and I need to refer to something. I obviously am not going to take my dry erase board with me, so for those types of lists I do have a notepad, and I wanted to be sure that I got one that opens up like this instead of the notebooks that open to the side. That way I can just hang it up on the wall just like this, write my list, and then just rip the sheet off super easy. So I picked this guy up as well. As far as writing on the notepad, I do have this pen that I got that does have a little clip on the top, so I figured this was perfect to hang up because right now I have a pencil literally hanging from a piece of string, so this is a little bit more of a step up. These are one of the most exciting parts and what sparked this video idea, and that is these beautiful wall hooks. As you can see, they kind of look like geode crystals or something like that, and they have the hooks just screwed right on top. They are so pretty, especially for being just $1. I am surprised when I saw these at Dollar Tree, so I picked up 3 different ones that they had. I figured these were perfect to use for my purse, a sweater, or anything when I come into the house. Instead of putting it on the couch or on the floor, I could hang it up on the hook, and it's right by the front door, and it says that these can hold up to 12 pounds. This next thing is just a little decor piece that I saw and I loved it, so I wanted to add it to the DIY, and I think this is just for fall because it was in the fall Thanksgiving type decoration section. So it comes with 3 of these metal words. It says thankful, harvest, and welcome. I felt like the one that says welcome is perfect to put on the top of the command center. I'm gonna have mine close by the front door, so if anyone sees it when they come in, it's gonna have the cute little welcome sign right on top. Next up, I have a little file holder, which I'm gonna use for my mail. Whenever I come in the front door, I usually just throw the mail on the counter, so now it can all go on my command center in this nice little file holder. Speaking of organization, I also got one of these pen holders, which is perfect to obviously hold any of my pens, pencils, markers, dry erase markers, or anything that I'll need. So you're probably wondering, how are we gonna hang a lot of these things up on the foam board? And for the things that are more on the lighter side, I'll be using some of this foam mounting tape. It's a double-sided tape, and it does come pre-cut with all these little pieces. And the last item I got is something that was literally made for this. I wanted some type of light so that if I'm ever looking at this at night or early in the morning, I don't have a light too close to where this command center is gonna be. So I found this perfect little LED clip-on light. It's just a really small spotlight that you can just clip right onto your poster board, and I'm gonna face the light onto my calendar because that's something that I will be looking at every single day. So that is everything that we need to build all the DIY. So now I'm gonna take you to the spot where we will be building it. So the first thing you want to do is find the perfect spot to put your command center. As you can see, this is where I currently have mine. It was really hard to find a 2019 calendar now that we're in October. So I just went ahead and drew my own and hung a pencil by a string. You want to find a spot where you typically pass by at least once a day. So I pass by here every single morning. Check it as I'm heading out the door, since as you see, it is by my front door. So I do recommend putting it in a spot like that where you will see it pretty often. Otherwise, it may end up being kind of pointless. Also, if you're gonna hang hooks like I am for my purse and sweater, it's easiest to have it by the door where you're coming in and out. I'm first gonna start with mapping out the spot and hanging up my foam board. You can use thumbtacks, nails, screws, whatever you would like to hang it up on the wall. And then once you have it attached to your wall, we can then begin hanging all of our things on the foam board. So I'm first going to start with the lighter items and hang those with the mounting tape. So I'm just noticing on this retractable pen, you can either hang it from the binder clip on the top, or you can even take that off and hang it from the little clip on the back. So I think I'm just going to clip it right here to the top of the poster board. And as for the heavier items, I'm going to use either a nail or a screw. So you can add whatever finishing touches that you would like. Like I mentioned, I'm adding this little welcome sign right on top. And once you have everything hung up, we are finished with this DIY. So that is all for my DIY command center using all Dollar Tree items. If you guys have any ideas of your own, definitely leave them down below in the comment section. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye guys.